Hey guys, this is Builder, and this is a video of my game with me and Silent Knight versus NecroDMI and Bunkator. So, I started recording after I'd moved my settler. I moved my settler down to the left 2 tiles. I started on the marsh, which is surrounded by forest, right directly to the right of my warrior. And so right now we're arguing about what climate settings we put the skirmish map on. And with the skirmish map, one thing you can do is you can set what kind of dominant domain is on the map. You can go with grassland, plains, forest, jungle, hills, or mixed or global terrain, global climate, which is what this is, which is they put snow at the top and at the bottom, and then they have kind of normal stuff in the middle, mixed terrain in the middle. And so, you know, Silent is whining about it. I don't really care. I actually kind of like it. I feel like playing the Plains map over and over again can get a little bit dry, so sometimes it's nice to mix it up. I have mining luxuries, which are very nice, as I just said. You can unlock them early, they get gold, and they're on good tiles. Anyway, so I moved on to the silver tile. I like to move on to gold, or if you have a mining luxury tile, especially gems. Gems would be amazing. Because it gives you extra gold. You get the extra hammer from settling on the hill, and you get it automatically improved when you get mining, so you can get the tech covered right away, which is very nice. Also, I'm not moving away from the stone, so I'm not losing my 2 food, 1 hammer tile. I still have a 2 food hammer to work, and after it might take me a while to get another 2 food tile, which will be the sugar tile, just above the mountain, above and to the right of the mountain. Very nice, but still, it's a good spot to move. So I move my warrior first just to see if there's anything else worthy of my attention, and there isn't anything, so you get the stuff. And so there's no pottery resources, so we're not going to go for pottery, because in my opinion, it's only worth it when you don't have enough very many good food tiles, and if you have granary resources. So you can see I'm making a nice 7 gold per turn right now, as I settled on the silver. I'll be able to upgrade quite a few warriors into swordsmen. And so these teams aren't very well balanced. Me and Silent are a little bit higher level players than Bunker. So we're saying we're going to try to press him harder from nearby him, because I think we'll be able to get to him. And good, right after that, you can see we're only 7 tiles away from each other, which is very close, because I moved towards him 2 tiles. If I hadn't moved, we would have been like a little bit further, but right now it's just ridiculous. Anyway, heading our way up to some iron. Getting a scout in there, because I don't have a granary to build. And see, just as I'm growing into 2 populations, since I built the monument right away, I'll be acquiring my sugar tiles, so I'll be able to work that and get some even nicer gold per turn. So I'm exploring around a little bit behind me with my scout. And I'm gonna build lots of warriors, because I'm nearby Bunkator. So instead of building lots of economy like workers, barracks, maybe settler, worker, I already said worker, I'll be going warriors more. So I take my liberty, and I see his Bunkator's warriors up there, and so since I have a scout in the area, I'll be able to get 2 guys on him, and I'll be able to probably take him out if I can get both units at him. So what I'm going to try to do is send my warrior up to capture him with my zone of control, and then I'll be sneaking my scout up to finish him off. And he does a good thing for my attack, and he moves back towards me. So I'll be able to hit him with both guys next turn. And one important thing about multiplayer is understanding how sight works. You gotta understand when they can see you and when they can't, when you can see them and when you can't. You have to keep an awareness of like what units might be in the fog, or what army they have and where it is, so that you can make informed decisions about and not go into a death trap for your units. Anyway, so right there I got a little bit unlucky with my attack. My settlers, my work. Okay, I'll go through this slowly. I wanted to send my scout up next to him so I could get a flanking bonus for my warrior, but my scout didn't move because I was trying to attack him quickly. And then when my warrior did attack him, he took a lot of damage from his warrior. He took like 3 more damage than he was supposed to, or was predicted to. And so then my warrior had only 1 hit point left, and so he was able to finish him off. But since I'm Japan, I get the it's very hard to kill off my unit bonus. So essentially he took a ton of damage from killing off that unit, and so I was able to just pop him off with the scout, which is very nice. And now you can see Silent is camping down there waiting for his free unit. And took a free settler, and we were able to just go right under there and snipe it. And as you can see, we are very close. I don't think even a city would barely even fit between us right now, if that. So now that I'm at 3 population, I'll switch into hammer focus, probably, because it'll take me a long time to grow, and I'm going to start building settlers soon, so I'll go into unhappiness. Although, I do have a mining luxury, so that means my happiness will be more improved than it would have been. So the cool thing about having a mining luxury is it's hooked up so much earlier than all the other luxuries. I crash into a necro scout. I'm thinking about building a barracks, but I decide that I'm trying to be really aggressive here. Barracks is kind of a long-term build. You want to have it in your city when you build the majority of your units, but it takes the cost of a couple of warriors. So in the short term, I want those warriors. So I'm gonna push off building my barracks, because I believe I have a chance to kill Bunker with a rush, because I have plenty of gold, and I'm Japan, and all the good stuff, all that good stuff. And it looks like Silent is going to have a chance to take the settler if he move towards him. But I don't think he will, because he's smart, so... Or because Necro is smart, so he won't just run up into into Silence Scout. So I'm looking at his scout right now. He's in a marsh, which gives you a 15% combat bonus. It used to be a lot bigger. It used to be like a 30% combat bonus or something ridiculous. But now it's not that much more than open terrain. So I want to attack him when he's in open terrain and I'm like not, so I can be defending, and he'll take more damage. But you know, I have a little bit of an injury on me, on my scout to the left, and he's at full health, so I don't want to risk having my scout die. And plus, he might have another unit in the area, so I don't want to get injured for nothing. And as you can see now, Necro has moved into a forest where he'll have the defensive bonus, as opposed to penalty. So right now I just have a bunch of warriors, and I don't want to send them out because I'm just going to upgrade them pretty quickly. Oh, I didn't see it happening this through, but what happened to Silent is that he got his settler stolen as well. So NecroDMI was able to sneak in there and have a warrior to take his scout. So right now I'm just kind of moving my units around. It's not really that important where my units are. I just want to have them as forward as possible for upgrading. And Silent has gotten his settler back, but it turns into a worker when it's captured, and so he gets a worker back, even though he built a settler. Which kind of stinks, but they both lost a settler, but Silent got 2 workers out of it, so that's alright. And also you can see he's using his scouts to surround that warrior, and that warrior is pretty much screwed. Because with the 20% flanking bonus, that's like a great general nearby. It's a big bonus for his units attacking Necro's warrior. Necro might be able to quick move away for a turn or two, but in the long run, he's pretty much done because the scouts can outrun him through forest. So they'll be able to get around him and wait for his warrior to come back and we'll smash him. So surprisingly enough, I have some decent manufactured goods, even though I have only 1 city. I have a couple improved tiles, which is nice. I want to pillage Bunkator's iron. Although my instinct is a little bit stronger than it should be, because I'm used to playing non-team games. So I see Bunkator sending his settler towards me. I don't think he realizes my capital is right there, and I just have a like a horde of warriors to throw at him, and so he's pretty much screwed. That's one instance where you need to move your warrior before your settler. That's a very important thing to do, because you can move your warrior. Generally, your scout isn't threatened from behind, it's the threat that comes from the front. So if you send your warrior first, you'll be safe, because you can then pull back your settler, and he'd be even further back than he is right now. So right now I just kind of make a sacrifice there. I kill off one of my warriors, but again, since I'm Japan, he does a lot of damage. So I will be able to kill him off next turn if I can move fast enough, which I believe I can. Again, the Japan bonus makes wounded units fight as if they were normal, So essentially what it means is that it takes a ton of hit points to destroy that last hit point of a Japanese unit. And so when a unit dies, it just does a lot more damage than it would otherwise. And as you can see, I was able to get to his other settler. So now, Bunkator has lost 2 settlers. And yeah, that's not good for anyone. So now I'm just asking Silent for gold because I have an advantage on Bunkator, so I'm going to try to push that bonus. I'm going to try to go in at him and take his city right now and not wait at all. So now I sent my scout back to get to his iron, but his teammate Necro will probably have some iron up, and he'll probably be able to give him some iron. So that won't be terribly important. If you look at the top of my screen, I actually have the too many units for my Civ to support, which is always something funny to get. It goes away once I found the city. You don't really run into that very often once you have a couple of cities up and running. So we're getting trapping now because Silent has 3 million furs or whatever. And now my settler, my scout, is on his iron, and it'll be fortified, so I believe it'll survive bombardment, but then it doesn't, so I should have just pulled my scout out and moved my new one in. But, what's his name? Bunkator, his city has decent strength because it's on a hill, and that gives your city a bonus for a hill. That's another reason why I like to settle on a hill. So instead of being, I don't know, 8 or 9 strength, his city is 11 strength, which makes it a little bit harder to capture, and it also makes it do a lot more damage for that. Say, for example, that scout probably wouldn't have gotten killed if that city hadn't been on a hill. Anyway, I have my scout fortified. Hopefully this one will be able to last a little bit longer. I am upgrading swords right away. As you can see, what I did was I built my monument right away, and what that does is it allows your second social policy to come around the same time as discovering iron, if you take another tech first. So I had my free settler right as I discovered iron, which means that I was able to plop a city right down on iron and be able to get iron right away instead of having to wait to settle on some iron. As you can see, Necro's doing pretty good in the manufacture or whatever, but I'm about to take Istanbul, or I'm threatening to take Istanbul. Very good thing for me. And one problem right now is that I just don't have very much area to attack in. I only have 2 lanes that I can send swordsmen at, and I'm being threatened in another by Necro, so I have to cut him off with my sword so that I can keep my pathway clear. And so I'm trying to check. I know that Bunkator has iron right now because he has a swordsman in his city. So I know. So I'm trying to I'm gonna try to go get that iron. So I'm gonna go. He's getting iron from Necro. So we're gonna try to find where that iron is. Let's see. That's a very nice thing.
in the right there was an instant heal where my unit just barely survived an attack, and then because of that I was able to upgrade it and heal it right away and completely turn the tide of that little area. Another thing you saw me do on that turn was I didn't have quite enough gold for a sword upgrade, so I sold a warrior, and I don't know if that's a good long-term strategy, but if you're just trying to throw a bunch of swordsmen at him, it's okay. Like, over the long term, I would have been able to get that gold in, say, 3 turns. So I might have just saved it, but I wanted to throw the sword at him now, rather than later, because I have a really good chance of being able to take that city. And his swordsman slipped by me, which is not good. And now I'm just trying to slide more units in. I'd rather not be attacking across a river, but I want to get more units at his city. So Silent gave me a warrior there. And now we're arguing over whether we're gonna actually upload this game. And I'm able to, again, insta-heal one of my warriors. And luckily enough, Silent is able to kill off that swordsman, seriously injured swordsman, with a warrior. So, I mean, warriors aren't completely worthless. It's just they're, and that's why it probably wasn't a good idea to sell it off in the long term. But again, look, the game is just ending right now. So it's not like, it's not going to pay off in the long term, because there is no long term to pay off in. So I just needed the short term, one more swordsman to overwhelm them, and that's what it was. So anyway, this is drawing to the end of the video. I do something pretty special right here. I take his city with a 1 population, with a 1 hit point unit, and that's Japan's ability right there. I don't think I would have been able to do that with another unit. That's an interesting thing is that you rarely lose versus a 1 hit point city. Thanks for watching.